Okay. Okay, hope you understood this part. Okay. So the next piece of the puzzle are the tasks here. Okay, the task has a few additions each. Okay, you need two additions. One, you need to add this node task server app reference. Okay, in order to define which is the task server app that this task is going to run, the identity which is going to run. And let me explain this. At your user profile, you will need to define which are the user apps that you are going to be using. Okay? Why? Because every entity that connects to the network needs to sign their messages in order to certify that they are who they're supposed to be. That's how I can be sure that I'm receiving a signal from the bot that I am following and not from somebody else that changed it in the middle. Okay, by signing the messages, we are creating a cryptographic signature and also a hash that includes a hash of the message signs that, and if we are controlling that hash at the recipient end, then we can certify 100% that nobody changed the message on the way. Okay, remember the message might be hopping through different nodes and going around on different places. Okay, so everybody has to sign the message, but we have two layers of identity here. We have the applications that connect to the network. Okay, they have their own identity. So for example, the desktop app or the mobile app or a task server, these are applications. So when they connect to the network, they have to prove their identity by signing their messages. So the network node controls that this identity is valid and belongs to some profile of the system that is already existing at the system, and it's not some random identity that doesn't exist. Okay, so it not only controls that, but it only by signing with your identity, you are somehow declaring that behind you is this profile. Okay, so all of the identity must be declared. Okay, that includes the task servers. Okay, that are going to connect to the network to put signals into the network or to retrieve signals from the network. Okay, the signals are not going to be retrieved only from the mobile app or the desktop app. The first implementation of all is by putting signals through a task server and retrieving the signal through the task server. That is an application that is managed by the platform, right? So these are the nodes that you have to reference from any task. Okay, so any task that you are running and that you were running until today, they don't need this because they don't interact with the peer-to-peer network. Okay, so they don't need an identity. Okay, so you can run a backtesting task or you can run a data mining task without this because they don't interact with the peer-to-peer network. But because this task is going to run this bot that is going to interact with the peer-to-peer network, then that means that this task need an application identity. So you are referencing one here. And in this case, it's task server app 2. Okay, it could be 1 or whatever. In this case, it's number 2. Okay, the same is true for this task that is going to be receiving the signals, because it's going to receive the signal through the network. It's going to interact with the network. That means that it needs an identity as an application to interact with the network, and that means that you need to place a reference here to one of the declared um, identities of the network there. Okay, declare identity of application there. Okay, So then inside the task runs a trading bot, okay, a trading bot instance. When when you're doing a back testing, you don't need to identify this trading bot instance, or you don't need to attach this to any social trading bot. Okay, these are two different concepts. The trading bot is the one who actually do all the calculations and do the trade, place the order, etc. The social trading bot, okay, conceptually is an entity that is the one that people can follow, and the bot can make posts and has a social life. Okay, this bot doesn't know how to trade at all, and it has no single line of code related to trading. Okay, but it's a social trading bot because through him a trading bot is trading. So in this case, this trading bot that is going to be using the logic of the trading system, lightning strike, outgoing signals, okay, is going to use this identity to send signals into the network. Okay, so it's going to use this bot identity, but the task, the application is going to connect to the network as it does server 2 application. But the signals themselves are going to be signed by this bot. Okay, so when people follow this bot, they are going to check that the signature of this bot is on each of the signals. Okay, so that's how they are 100% sure that nobody changed the signal messages or information, um, and that is how it works. So you will need to reference a social trading bot, and the social trading bots, if I haven't shown it before, but I think I did, is what we have here. Okay, so we are going to be using this guy. Okay, so you need to put this guy in there. Okay, so this other link, probably this is not needed, but I haven't confirmed that yet. I don't remember, but most likely this is not needed because we are not going to identify ourselves as bot number one. I'm not going to delete it now because I know that it's working with this, but that is something that I have pending to do. Okay. Okay. So this is the basic setup. Then you will tell me, okay, but why this task? Well, in fact, yes. What you need to reference here is a social trading bot, not number one, but number two. Hold on. Social trading bot number two. Okay. So this is the story. Okay. Sorry. You need to reference here the bot that is following the other bot. Okay. So remember, this is a social network of bots. So this bot must be following this other bot. So this is going to work anyways without this bot following this bot, because still I am not checking at the peer-to-peer network who is following who for sending the signal. We are in version number 2 that will be ready in version number 3. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you put both 1 or 2, it's going to work anyway because all the signals are sent to anybody that is connected to the network today. Okay, but in version number 3 you better put here a bot that is following the other bot, and um, and that is that is going to be needed. But today we don't have an application to follow from one bot to another, so that's why I keep it open for now. Okay, so this is the explanation of this. The rest you already know it because it's exactly the same stuff. Okay, there are a few more other details that I'm going to go through now, and they are here at the user profile.